It's a headshot. This story is like inspired by the animation style of the Sea Rabbit. I don't know if you know him. He's a really good dude. I really recommend it to check him out. But this video has a lot of weird cuts because I couldn't find the footage, so I'm sorry about that. But enjoy the video. This story has primarily me and two of other friends. There were other people there, but they didn't really matter. It was me, my friend Ian, and my friend Aimbot. You may have seen Ian in my other videos. Aimbot has no correlation to the real person's name, obviously. These characters are drawn really proportional. You've never seen something as realistic as this in your life, because if you really think these don't look like humans, then you haven't seen a person in 25 years and you haven't opened your third eye apparently. So we were in like noon, where we were in lunchtime. We were just eating lunch, and then we decided to go play catch because in the grass area where you can just run around, do whatever you want. Sorry, this bird's eye view doesn't look so great. I'm a juvenile delinquent, and I didn't draw. You can't see the camera and everybody there because I'm a juvenile delinquent, and I couldn't draw all that. We were playing catch, and I was intrigued by something else other than the ball. The first rookie mistake I had was not looking at the dang ball. So I was entraptuated, or like I was entranced by this specific thing on the ground. I don't know what it was, but I was entranced by that. And this man, I don't know who threw it to Ian, but like someone threw it to Ian, who had the ball. He was probably looking for people who to throw the ball to, because that's what you're doing. That's what you do in catch. You throw the ball to other people. If there's no other thing than throw the ball to other people. So he's probably looking around, and his scouter probably like located me, who was just kneeling down at a specific ball or whatever the heck that was on the ground. I was kneeling down on whatever the heck was on the ground, and I wasn't paying attention because at that moment I had tunnel vision. I couldn't. I didn't have peripheral vision then. I was just too infatuated with the thing on the ground, because that's how I am. Because I'm a freaking juvenile delinquent and doesn't know how to do anything but just go home and watch anime at night. Okay. But this man, instead of picking up on the visual cues of me staying down, this man decides to aim it at me in my dome, like in my head. What he decides to do, instead of, well, being sensible with his like 200,000 IQ brain, to look somewhere else, and just to go somewhere else, look somewhere else, and throw it to a more combatant person that can like catch the ball. Even if I am a person who can catch, if I am even like awake, not like distracted by something, I'm still terrible at catching balls, catching like basketballs, soccer balls, anything like that. Instead of looking at someone else to get like said green ball, he decides to aim it at me instead of aimbot or the dozen of other people that, well, maybe not dozen of people. We don't have that many friends, so maybe I don't have that many friends, at least. There was like 8 other people there, or like something like that. Instead of passing to any of the 8 people, this man decides to throw it directly at me, not anyone else. But like he probably had his like, if he probably had like a scouter in his eye, just like zooming in at me, like with his like camera vision or something. I don't know what he was doing at the period of time. Again, I was too infatuated with the ball. All I saw was whatever heck was on the ground. Well, he was probably looking at me and trying to throw the ball. So he went Super Saiyan. He became Dwayne the Rock Johnson for like a split second in his life. And let's put some context. This ball, okay, this ball is not like any other catching ball. It's much, much, much more like durable than that. If you see, okay, so he owns the ball. If you threw it at a building or anything like that, this has some plastic made of titanium around the ball that has some, I don't know, some voodoo magic, whatever it is in with this ball. It withstands absolutely anything. If it fell in a pool of molten lava, the molten lava will drown out before this ball even disappears. If it was fighting a fire-breathing dragon who could also tornado with his head or anything like that, we could make a tornado with his head or tail. This ball could withstand all of that. It doesn't matter whatever was in the way. This ball is so durable that this green ball could handle anything that came in it. And plus, so with Ian's adrenaline and his hormones going in his pubescent mind, he was getting stronger and stronger by the minute because he had a pubescent mind, but right now he just like getting his brain stronger and stronger, and he was aiming right at me with full intent of me catching it, even though he just became Dwayne Rock Johnson for like 25 minutes right now, like 2 seconds. He he could have, at this point, he could have like turned to someone else, do it to them, and we'll all be happy, right? That's not the case. What happened here? Instead of being a sensible at the very last minute at throwing at someone else, he didn't decide that. Basically, he basically, I don't know how to explain this, but he basically, instead of throwing at someone else who could catch it, he threw it at 100% of his maximum effort. This man plays hockey. He's durable. He's a strong dang freaking boy. He's a very strong boy. He he threw it with the strength like Superman has. He threw it as like someone who can lift mountains, carry 10 pigs at once, can can walk over 100 distances without even breaking a sweat. A person who could a person who could destroy planets, whole universes with his masculinity. He decides with all of this masculine power, masculine whatever the heck he was, all this masculine energy inside of him, instead of choosing someone else who could actually catch it with the same equal amount of masculine, he decides to throw it at me. The person who is not paying attention to him at all, not 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 having the reaction time, and not very athletic, he decides to throw it at me with 100% of his effort. The ball was flying. The ball was soaring through the sky. And at that moment, I stood up because the ball's trajectory was going somewhere else, and I stood up because I saw whatever the heck that was nothing or something like that, and I turned around to see I was trying to figure the ball. I didn't turn around. I was trying to find out where the ball was because I was trying to gauge and play catch as normal, and I couldn't find the ball. So I was searching like anywhere else. I was looking at aimbot, a dozen of others, and I was gonna turn around to see Ian because maybe he had the ball, and I had to be ready because when you play catch, you got to be ready to get the ball, which I wasn't right now. And this is a vital mistake because I should have really noticed this ball coming in because I was facing opposite of the ball. So even if I still had tunnel vision, I could have probably seen it and not reacted. But like I couldn't see the ball at all. I could not see where the ball was. It was aiming directly at the back of my head. This man timed it. He timed the velocity and how I was going to stand up, and adjusted his shot accordingly to the wind's velocity and the gravity's velocity and the Pythagorean theory and A2 plus BC equals C or something like that. He adjusted the ball that amount of right. So right when it eventually hit me, it hurt. And that's the end of this story. There's going to be a part 2 about aimbot.